This is a KUNV Studios original program.
The content of this program does not reflect the views or opinions of 91.5 Jazz and More, the University of Nevada, Las Vegas, or the Board of Regents of the Nevada System of Higher Education.
Here we go. Move it. Yeah. Beautiful. Next man up. Yeah.
Let's go.
Peace and love and welcome to the show. I am your host, Donavan LeDean, actor, author, and rhythmic poet. You're now tuned in to Next Man Up, Poetry in Motion, where the mission is to provide the essence of poetry in motion, promoting peace, love, and growth for the existence of humanity and the culture. This poetry show will motivate, educate, and inspire you with spoken word through cultural expression. The poets that will be featured on our playlist today are Sheldon, Alex, Sebastian, Blessing, Lay Soul, Stefan Petway, Michelle Morero, Zachary Gutierrez, Moody Black, and Loved by Ace. Now, let's get on with the show. This is Next Man Up, Poetry in Motion.
What's good, world? Show you right. Allow me to speak to you tonight. For the people. As I walk through God's precious playground, shade cascades upon me. It's persistent. But why? Pause. I reflect. I go into effect. I see a bruised man who kneels from the compressions of gravity and agony. His flesh is eaten away from the air molecules by the second. Soon it will eat away his muscles and tissues. Soon he'll disappear. He needs medic but has no insurance. Pause, reflect. A shade that cascaded upon me for days finally goes away. A beam of light shines on both of us to highlight our moment. I offer him a smile. He reciprocates. I relieve the tension in his shoulders with the palm of my hand. I give him my lunch left over from a diner 2 blocks down with a $10 bill inside. I have a small conversation with him that ended with an encouraging statement. Stay strong, King. God's got you. He smiled again, then ended our moment with a thank you. That moment made my day. That moment reassured me the fundamentals of humanity. I realized that humanity thrives with moments like this. Thrive on.
Let the sun set easy on the days I have left. I am very unaware of the duration of my breath, and I like to once enjoy without a worry in the globe or the concern of a direction that no one knows. My youth is far behind in the physical tense, but my heart remains that with a strong innocence. I haven't got long in the blink of an eye, so let me have this as I peer off in the sky. I haven't got long in the blink of an eye, so let me have this as I peer off in the sky. Unaware of the duration of my breath.
Here we go. Next man up.
Passionate women who knew spiritual things wrap me up in your arms and bathe me in oils, clean me quick before I spoil, pour in, wring out, remake me whole. I needed this. I'd be remiss if I didn't embrace the legacy laid before me, if I threw away the crown and renounced the royalty. Passionate women who knew spiritual things, pray for me, please. If you may, if you might speak life into me. With my arms spread wide and my head held high, I call out, save me. Passionate women who knew spiritual things, I'm sorry they mistake your passion for anger. I'm sorry they criminalize your expression of anger. And I'm so sorry there's so freaking much to be so angry about, and you never receive the same tenderness as your crocodile crying counterparts. You women who are mother, father, sister, and aunt, who carry the weight of every mistake made by the women before you, by the men who disappeared, by the boys who hurt you, and by the other girls with the same heavy weight, sad eyes, and loud burdens. Passionate women who know spiritual things, I'm so sorry. We ask so much of you. I'm so sorry you give more than you receive, and I'm so very sorry you only get the scraps of the world to make do with, only to have it stolen. My women of passion and spirit, I love you, and I will sing of your praises and give you your flowers while their scent is still fresh and I can still see the glimmer in your eyes, because at the very least you deserve the world, as you are what keeps it turning. My women of passion, thank you.
I like to express my truth as I hydrate your soul with poetic flows. I rise, I heal, I feel your spirit break past the empathetic waters to your essence. Do you know you're great? The world is late at your recognition, but not I. I dignify you, and I vibrate higher too. I meditate with roots to see seeds sprout. We trees in the eyes of God, and I'm God in the eyes of myself. Self-love is the epitome of happiness. You are blessed, and let knowledge be your lessons. Third eye question, and everything just manifesting in your presence. I move forward with broken pieces cause I shine bright like the glorious sun in the summertime. I'm feeling mighty fine with my rhymes. Words embody the growth of your spirit. Can you feel it? That's the vulnerability talking. Walls coming down. I see your soul cry. Get high in tune, just like rain splatters at your edge. Let the tears guide you to streams of successes. You're the best ever yet. To become better than your mama, make her proud, wear your crown loud. Speak bold volumes of wisdom, cause the kids listening. Can you see the broken homes in their eyes? Communities dying, the papers lying, but stay true. Pinky promises to contracts, bring black back. Perpetrating from those you appropriating. Ain't that crazy? Remember where you came from. Your past and your future is unison in the face of the present, making fears into blessings. I speak for those whose voice got lost in the wind. I hear your song, you're not wrong. United in being more than a statistic. Shaking my body for riches ain't my vibe. I mellow to Badu and light my sage. Old age, young spirit, I know better. I write poems to my ancestors to let them know I got them and affirm their abundance. I spit bars from my hood, spread love, it's the Brooklyn way. Bigs in my spirit, homage through art is how I pay. Dreams are rooted from pain. I'm not in this for fame, but to help my home. Young sister alone, single mama making ends meet. Struggling artist striving beyond feats. Pop starved so his son can eat. Speak for the little ones. Bullets more abundant than books. You not just your looks. I walk the road, less travel to shine light in dark spaces. I love melanin faces. I want my people to win, as I just do. I admire how you heal, reflection of how I heal too. I sit with purple stars at night, journals to journeys. I wish positive mental minds, freedoms from the confines of judgment. I wish you what I wish mine's. Eternal peace, keep yourself at ease and just flow. It's lay soul. It's lay soul.
Next man up.
Hold on. Standing on the freeway in my black suit, watching the world around me burning as I fidget and wrestle with my thoughts. My clothes reflecting on my life, going through various languages that I cannot speak, wishing that I could speak, being timid and meek and looking around, wishing and praying for a second chance to do things differently. What I can save, who I can save, surrounded with this guilt of feeling helpless, almost wishing that I were locked in a trunk because anywhere would be better than this empty, open space. Suddenly, I see a wandering dog. I see a senior citizen. I see nomads. I see homelessness. I see people lost. People are lost in the fire, and all I want to do is protect them. But then I wonder, who will protect me? I'm stuck in this trance, thinking of what I've lost and about what we have lost. Suddenly, I close my eyes and I open my heart, hoping that the world will hear my song. We are in the arms of the angel, but we cannot fly away. I can see you. I can see her. I can see your hurt. I can see his hurt. I can see her hurt. I can see their hurt. I can see everybody. Everybody hurts. Sometimes I see that everybody cries. You gotta let yourself go because everybody hurts sometimes. But I need y'all to hold on. Hold on. Please just hold on. Hold on.
Turn your face from faking to the one who gives his grace. Slow your pace from racing, pump the brakes and show some faith. Rid your load of baggage, it's not easy making space. But that love is possibility and worthy of the chase. And worthy of the chase.
Here we go.
Next man up.
Yeah. Let me chime in on this one right here, man. Beautiful. The people mission. Know what I'm talking about? Damn! The government's on shutdown. I gotta find new hustles for right now. No wellness checks, no support base. Endure inflation with minimum wage. Hope my melanin don't force the bank to turn me down for a longest time. The kind of profile that got many arrested for committing no crimes. More problems on top of more problems.
Let them know.
One solo mission's trying to solve.
Talk to 'em.
The rich dude can barely pay the card note or light bill. I'm stressed out, yet I stand tall with my head high. I refuse to kneel on welfare, on food stamps, but food prices are sky high. In 2 weeks, though food stamps won't be enough to get by. Workers leave a job cause they on strike, cause the pay is low. Inflation spikes, got suicides, got pill addiction, got more in debt with no remission. More problems on top of more problems.
Give it to 'em.
It's a human issue I'm trying to solve.
Preach.
More problems on top of more problems.
Talk to 'em.
It's a human issue I'm trying to solve them. Damn!
Thank you for tuning in to Next Man Up Poetry in Motion. I am Donovan LeDean. Before we dive into our second segment, I would like to propel you, our listeners, with the first power message. It's a message about conflict. No matter how cautious you may approach everyday life, conflict can find you. It can be a grievance issue at work or an argument over a parking space. Never let egos take lead. Breathe. Calmly talk it out with the opposing party or bring a mediator into the situation. These suggestions may not work, but it gives you a fighting chance to maintain your freedom or your life. Think before you react.
Here we go.
Next man up.
Breaks. Life is hard, I'm trying to find a way. Trying to compensate, couldn't do it yesterday. I'm aching now, body's breaking down. Laboring 7 days, 'cause there are no breaks. Laboring 7 days.
Go in with a fresh mind and a pure heart. Mistakes were made, go in with a fresh start. The emphasis is today, the uncertainty is tomorrow. I live another day, that's success. Time is borrowed, carnage is on a regular. Another family is in grief. Mics were cut off, still the Tennessee 3 were able to speak. For the crying girl and dying boy slain by assault styles. Too many bullets to avoid. Pray for them as they attempt to fight for a law made for all. As they attempt to prevent another body to fall. History in the making, yet in the midst of infamy. They're setting aside politics for human safety, making enemies. Your vote can avoid the weight of tyranny. Your vote can avoid the maybe and pull in what it got to be. Unprecedented as we witness the headlines of an indictment. As the rich make more money on merch, posing as victims, inciting another riot. Never quiet, the problems are loud. More foreigners are crowding U.S. borders like refugees. After Roe v. Wade reversed, more women are escaping red states like refugees. More protests in the streets like helpless pleas. And dying need of open minds and clear views so that one day women's universal health care making headlines on CNN News.
Bodies breaking down. Laboring 7 days, 'cause there are no.
Exhale, pray, wait for it. Peace never came, now beware of a mad force bound to take the republic. God bless us as we fight for peace on earth. As mankind kills one another to gain more turf. For drugs, for crops, for money, for clout. Urgent message, human to human, heart to heart. Change your route for a fresh start.
Breathe. 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 Let's get to it.
She stands alone. She stands behind a cast iron wall, drowning in self-surrender. The loud quarreling from afar consumes her whole and then vanishes like the wind. She anchors for another's touch, but all the lights are out and there's no one home. She is lost. Find her now. Take that battle from her mouth. She has no friends. When will this end? And the family, well, that's oblivion. She's crashing hard until the very end. She stands alone and she's no one's home. No one can hear her screams. Is she enough to save her life? She fights for living to be alive, but when she wakes, she's torn into pieces 1,000 times. This place, dark for now, but it has to be better than where she came from. For the first time, she is taking in her own breath. She stands alone.
Sonnet 26. A homicide.
Next man up.
Pickpocket my heart from its vivid pulse. With a knife, threaten me if I love you. Keep the cutting, wrenching, thrusting all toss, till thy blade snaps my thin cords, bleeding through. Engrave your initials on my shoulders, inside a rough-hewn heart, scabbing raw red. May the wounds be fatal as I shudder with a crimson-colored tongue as life fled. Death, and afterward to love's preamble of eventual heartbreak, will gather my still form, dismembered, distorted, scrambled, croaking to him, pleading as to why. His words, they're drowning with envy and spite, the way you dote with tender love and sight. And spite
the way you dealt with tender love and fight.
In my opinion, the greatest action cartoon in the world, besides Spider-Man, was the X-Men. And who was the most popular X-Men everybody couldn't wait to see? Yeah, Wolverine. That dude was mean, with a growl will let you know he means business, with biceps bulging through his yellow X-Men uniform / tights. But you might not want to tease him about it, cause he'll be like, "You're talking to me?" And within an instant, you'll be high, telling it faster than a crackhead chasing a high. But it wouldn't matter, cause he'll catch you, and with his animadium claws, he can take on Sentinels. He can take on Magneto's henchmen, take on villains of all sorts, but he always felt he still came up short. Plus, he could never really take on those anti-mutant groups with their picket signs, designed to administer hate with words that hurts worse than a jab from Juggernaut. And had it not been for his fellow mutants to offer him some encouragement, some motivation, some sense of hope for a better future, he would have given up a long time ago. But I always wonder if he would go to the X-Men mansion, in his room, sit on his bed, alone, in the dark. I wonder if he reflects and asks himself why people hate what they don't understand, constantly being called a freak, but he counterattacked that notion by considering himself a hero. But heroes are the ones that torment themselves the most. And what's worse, he can't remember his past. Sounds familiar. But he built a false sense of pride for his animadium skeleton, his ability to rapidly heal, but his inability to die takes him further away from his connection of being human. Cause he's committed suicide every time the sun settled down for slumber. But he can only stare at the crimson red waltzing down his claws, cause immediately his wounds would close. The pain from his puncture is only temporary, but the pain of not knowing who he is feels like a shotgun blast to his soul. But I just want Wolverine to know I understand, and to tell him that sometimes roses do grow in dark places, and that martyrs never ask to die for their purpose. But I know he prayed to die for not understanding his. But Wolverine, my brother, you're no different than us, hating what you don't understand, trying to figure out where you came from, but here with the purpose you're not sure of. And Wolverine, I know you're not sure if there's a God, cause you look at us and wonder if we're made in God's image. Whose image are mutants made? I know you feel like a clock without a craftsman, so you curse us cause you feel that God showed us favor. But those people with those picket signs curse you, cause you favor God. Cause even when you're disappointed in us, you protect us. You're invincible, indestructible. Wolverine, if you only knew how much we want to be like you. Cause we do everything we can to figure out ways to live longer, to heal faster. It's our inability to understand that everything comes with a price. Every gift is not wrapped in a nice box with a ribbon. Sometimes they appear as animadium claws piercing through skin, a skull that can take a bullet, and a soul without a clue of its origin. Ironically, my friend, we're just like you. Cause you're confused on what to do, questioning your existence, confused of your purpose, sometimes wanting to die, never giving yourself a chance to see how great you can be. That sounds familiar.
Next man up, yeah!
I call this one Love Poem. What if I bore you the essence of my soul? What if I laid bare the steps that make me whole? What if I told you this piece was already inscribed? But scattered signs and silence left love deprived. The void so deep even poets can't survive. If I presented you with tear-stained sheets and fractured dreams, puzzles of my spirit with ripped seams, would you find the time to reconstruct the parts I've lost? Or abandon them despite the cost? See, I know my spirit speaks in cryptic tones. My love can't thrive in simplicity when it is carved in stones. I am a being who finds solace in complexity, structuring stanzas of conflict with this mic next to me, where rhyme, rhythms, and vulnerabilities dance, where emotions echo in a timeless trance, and light reflects these letters written in the sand. This pen of mine is more than mere ink. It is the conductor of sacred spells, healing wounds in translation, bridging gaps of understanding and revitalizing the clock stopped in conversation. But what if I surrendered to the beacon of suppression, muzzled by deposed expression? What if I gave up so much of my power that it made my pen weak? What if I allowed your diminished lexicon to read through each layer of these psalms I speak, and if your shallowness triumphs the core of my expression, I would feel my essence fade into a writer's depression as these sacred symbols sank like the petals of a rose. Heartbreak's tide would slowly consume the greatest love story ever known. See, I'm a love poet. My deepest verses stem from the shackles of love's bond, scoped in soliloquies only for them to be restrained by the ghosts that idle in my subconscious mind. I write from flames that burn without a spark, lighting passions in crowds culminated by fears in the dark, from fires that rage with no kindling to ignite, forging verses from the voices of angels of the night. This double edge cleaves the flames to watch creativity burn, but oh, how easily a broken heart can make this trajectory turn. If the lights of this stage were bright enough to expose my scars, would you still applaud my pain or cower at the weight of my wars if I revealed the true torment of this mic? Would you marvel at my imagery as crowds adore, providing ovation to my symmetry, blind to demons at my core? Would you still find my verses as relentless as before? Or would the reality that this love is fueled by fear silence your praises forever? I bear the weight of my soul through this pen, revealing the raw truth of a love poet's sin. Loved by ace is no title. It's an ode that only the deepest of pain can inspire. Oh.
Next man up.
That girl from way back south, she got me southern dreaming. Thick and creamy, fine, brown, sweet as mine's best pies. That girl from way back south, she got me southern dreaming. Brown, sugar, she invaded my soul, body, and mind. She prances through the fields of the magnolias. She's flaunting them thick curves as a groove is slow rhythm compelled by melody of hummingbirds. Country girl with striking physique, sex appeal never discreet. The guitar plays, celebrating her beauty with southern ribs. Chords. Beat.
This dream feels so real. She's the one for me.
Humid moist from the Gulf, moist the skin, sexy supple. A product of the bayou, so fierce, she make them knees buckle. She's delectable like cornbread, oxtails, that southern cuisine. Such a treat, like the Louisiana crawfish on my feet.
This dream feels so real. She got the remedy. This dream feels so real. She's the one for me.
Affection runs deep like OGs for classic Impalas and Cadillacs. That thing, rise slow. Sway, swerve. What she advertises is fact. She got that fire, hot sauce with intellect, that southern swagger. The culture stretches wide along mosquito creeks and swamps. Nothing else matters. She's sweet as Georgia peach, southern vixen with hospitality. She got that good. A seduction too good to be reality. Man, look at how she moves. Slow, chop and smooth. Got my mind screwed up. This is ecstasy, I close my eyes, don't wake me up. She's vivacious like family cookouts, those Friday afternoons, two-step dip groove. R&B eating my soul food. Natural beauty, she wasn't natural from the root, skin, a natural glow. So natural this queen, she calls me king. Can't let this one go, I'm good.
This dream feels so real. She's the one for me.
Before we end the show, I would like to inspire you with the final power message. It's a message about life. There's no set way of doing anything in life. Just do what your heart desires, no matter the failures or opinions. The beauty of it is, failure is not permanent. Only if you let it be. It's you versus you. Thanks for tuning in to Next Man Up Poetry in Motion. I am your host, Donovan LeDean. To see my inspirational and poetry reels, you can go to YouTube at Donovan LeDean. Also, you can find my poetry books, children's books, and coloring books on Amazon under my name, Donovan LeDean. For actor or poet bookings, you can contact me via email, dvmedia10@gmail.com. I am Donovan LeDean, actor, author, and rhythmic poet. Until next time, peace. Yeah!
Thrive.